So the pullout from Afghanistan under Joe Biden was one of the most humiliating foreign policy disasters in American history. It's hard to think of one more humiliating. 13 American servicemen killed, thousands of American citizens left behind. Many Afghans died, by the way. Some of them fell off airplanes. Others were blown up in drone strikes for no obvious reason by the Biden administration. And maybe worst of all, we turned the Taliban into the best armed military force after Pakistan in the entire region. Joe Biden did that his first summer as president. So what does the administration have to say about this? Well, in a new report, they take no responsibility whatsoever. Instead, they blame it on, somehow, Donald Trump. So today, Fox's Peter Doocy asked John Kirby, how does that make sense? Watch.
You admit that the intel was bad. So how can President Biden ever trust when they come into the Oval Office with the PDB that anything in there is legit?
What I said was
that intelligence is a mosaic. What if the mosaic, all the pieces are incorrect?
What I said was intelligence is hard business, and they get it right a lot too. There were some pieces here that weren't accurate. This document and this effort isn't about accountability today. This is the next muscle movement in what will be a long process to better understand and comprehend and adjust to what we learned and what we did in Afghanistan.
There were children being killed. There were people hanging off of Air Force jets that were leaving, and you're saying that you guys are proud of the way that this mission was conducted?
It doesn't mean
of that?
Proud of the fact that we got more than 124,000 people safely out of Afghanistan? You bet. Proud of the fact that we now have about 100,000 Afghans, our former allies and partners, living in this country and working towards citizenship? You bet. Now, does that mean that everything went perfect in that evacuation? Of course not.
Few things more degrading to the reputation, hard-earned reputation of the American Armed Services than having a shameless liar like that man, John Kirby, speaking on its behalf. Joe Kent carried a weapon in combat zones for most of his life. He's a retired Green Beret combat veteran, also a former candidate for Congress. He joins us tonight. Joe Kent, thank you so much for coming on. So what do you, as someone who spent a lot of his life in that region, what do you make of this explanation?
Well, first off, Tucker, all the Democrats and Joe Biden are trying to do right now is avoid accountability, shift it back to President Trump. And that's because House Republicans have finally started putting some pressure on the Biden administration, demanding for accountability. So that's the knee-jerk reaction. But this is a complete and total disgrace. Look, I would have a lot more respect for the Biden administration if they went after the military-industrial complex and the intelligence community for their lies. This all goes back to when President Trump attempted to get us out of Afghanistan. He fought us to the negotiations table, and that's when the intelligence community and the military-industrial complex lied to the American people. They leaked it to the media that Putin had put bounties on the heads of American soldiers, the whole Russian bounty narrative, and then Congress, in a bipartisan fashion, moved to block Trump from spending money to get us out of Afghanistan in the summer-fall timeframe of 2020. We should have been out then. We had a plan. But then Biden came in and he couldn't do Trump's plan. He wanted to get our troops out on his timeline in September 11th of 2021. And the military-industrial complex continued to lie, this time to Joe Biden. You kept hearing those rosy assessments of how the Afghan military was going to hold the ground and they were going to stand and fight for months on end. They lied and Americans died as a result. Someone must be held accountable.
Yeah. So you know what happened. You personally, Joe Kent, know what happened and almost uniquely are brave enough to tell the truth about it. And this is why they prevented you from winning that seat in Congress in one of the most rotten elections I've ever seen. And so I hope you'll be running again and continuing to tell the truth. Joe Kent, thank you.
Thank you, Tucker. I will.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson Tonight.